Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark-Kinney and Trey Tucker.
All right, Trey, last week we had one of the biggest sports stories of the year, and the year's just barely started in college football. But the Miami Hurricanes were 17th ranked, and they were playing the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. 26 seconds left to go. All they had to do was take a knee. But the coach said, no, I want to try to go for it. Running back gets the ball, drops the ball, and somehow the Yellow Jackets come back and win the game. Now, it's one of the biggest failures of the year by far, but one, is it a fireable offense? And two, you think the team can get over it?
Whew. Okay, it is right up to the line of fireable offense. I don't think he should be fired just for that. But I will say this happened to him before when he was at Oregon. So I would think if anything like this happens again, it's just going to, again, it's all going to depend on his record and the money and all that, like it always does. It's recoverable if he can actually have some staff around him that he is open to them yelling into the headsets, Coach, don't do this or don't do that. Now, you and I both know not many leaders are willing to put those people around them, especially not football coaches with the massive egos they have. But that's what he needs, and that's what leaders need, is somebody to make them uncomfortable by saying, this is a bad idea, don't do this, because coaches have such a cluttered mind in those end-of-game moments. And sometimes, because we're human, sometimes we forget the obvious things. But I don't think he should be fired, but if he does it again, it's going to be thin ice.
Well, you know, one of the things for all leaders, but especially for football coaches, a lot of times their biggest opponent is not the other team, it's themselves. And this was so apparent. Now, he has basically said in his own words that he made a mistake. And he won't get fired for it now that he's said that. But man, I mean, you can only, you know, the scorpion only has to bite the frog once for the frog to learn. Why this is his second time doing it, I don't know. But again, there's so many egos amongst leaders to where something about arrogance instead of humility drives them to make the wrong decisions. That happens all the time. But we'll see what happens this Saturday, as long as they don't give either one of us the ball. That's probably the best coaching play they can make.
Exactly. I have guaranteed confidence I will fail.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.